Hi guys, this is now the 7th attempt at making this video. I'm trying to make it a one-take video just to do a really quick update. I know I can't make short videos and I keep talking crap and having to stop because I talk crap and then I pause thinking I can edit it, and then I pause for way too long than is comfortable for anybody, and yeah, then I have to stop and start again. So basically, I've not abandoned my channel. I'm still very much wanting to make videos, but I got really sick about 6 weeks ago with mono, or Epstein-Barr virus, or glandular fever, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same thing. And the problem is I've tried to make other versions of this video where I speak about being ill, so if you hear me repeat myself in any future videos, I'm sorry, that's probably going to happen. Basically, I can't edit at the moment just because I'm still not well enough to, like, I have no energy. I basically sleep a lot, except I can't sleep when I'm supposed to. Like, I can't sleep at night when I go to bed. I cannot. I haven't slept properly in 6 weeks, and it's really affecting me now. But I'm just exhausted all the time, so I'll just be like napping all day, and yeah, it's a bad situation. Anyway, I haven't been able to edit because I can't concentrate. Like, I'm doing everything wrong when I try and do it because of the lack of sleep, I think. So yeah, I don't want to have to edit this video, so here I am. And to be perfectly honest with you right now, I really want to burp. And I don't want to burp on camera because I won't post it then. Okay, so I got sick with mono. I'm just going to call it mono from now on. It's all the same thing. It's glandular fever. It's just called different stuff depending on where you live. It's really annoying. So I had a really bad case of mono. Not bad enough to put me in the hospital. Almost bad enough. We should have gone to the doctor sooner. And when I say we, I mean I basically had to be dragged to the doctor by my other half, because by that time I was not in a good way. I was really, really sick. They didn't give me, like, I can't even okay, I'm tripping over my words. I'm gonna try and not let that get to me either. I can't remember what they did for me now. I can't remember. I just know I had a buttload of tests. I had so many tests, and that started 6 or 7 weeks ago, and I still haven't recovered, although I can talk now. That's the other reason I couldn't record a video, although I did record a video with a really bad voice, which you may never see because I sound so funny. I mean, like, funny, awful. Yeah. So one of the complications of mono can be getting a secondary infection, and unfortunately I managed to get one because I'm brilliant at being crap. Like, it happened on purpose. Yeah, so 4 weeks into the mono, I started to feel just a tiny bit better, but what it basically, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have had mono or know about it, and yeah, basically it kills your immune system for a while. So you have to be really, really careful about trying not to catch a cold or anything like that. And I had the pleasure of having a child cough directly in my face when I was at a park one day, because, yeah, like I said, I'd started to feel just a tiny bit better. So we'd gone for a walk, you know, to try and get outside because I've been going crazy being indoors all the time. And yeah, we went to this park and we were on this this little train that goes through a park. I might have put it in a video last year, I'm not sure. Yeah, so we were just trying to have a day where I was not indoors and had a little bit of fun. Even though I was still really ill, I wasn't contagious anymore. So I'd been told that I was safe to be in society if I had the energy. Yeah, so we went on this train and this kid turned around. I'm so mad at this child. I don't know how old he was, but he must have been about 8 or something. And yeah, he coughed directly in my face. I mean, like, the stuff on my face from his person. It was not good. And the worst part was his parents didn't do anything about it. Like, they didn't tell him, cover your mouth, or, oh, we're sorry, you know, nothing. So I was like, yeah. That's what I think I caught, what I caught. I developed strep throat, and that was even more scary because I'd never had strep throat before. I'd had tonsillitis before, and I'm still trying to find out if that's the same thing, but I don't think it is exactly the same thing. Yeah, that was really scary for me because I didn't go to the doctor quick enough. Again, and that's unlike me, because I used to jump to the worst conclusion when I got sick and go to the doctor straight away, but I kept getting ill like on a Friday night, so you couldn't go to the doctor like, you know, till Monday unless you went to an out of hours clinic, and that's kind of a little bit difficult sometimes, but that's what we ended up doing. We went on a Saturday and the doctor was like, not angry at me, but kind of like, you should have come in, oh my god, like, you are really ill, that's not good, because throat things, breathing bad, I don't want to gross anyone out. Yeah, so I had to go on a really strong course of antibiotics, and it's really not as dramatic as I'm making it sound, but yeah, it wasn't good, so I'm still recovering, and it's really shit, like, to be tripped up by something really normal. You know, how everyone can get these things. But for someone like myself and like some people watching, you'll know that our frustration tolerance is very low. So having to stay inside for 6 weeks when it's not for a reason like your agoraphobia is flaring up or something, and I can't just relax. Like, I find it impossible to relax anyway. See, I'm going off on a right tangent now. I need to stop. I need to stop doing that, get back to the point, and make this a quick video. Okay, so I am feeling, I'd say, 70% better than I was, because I can go out of the house now, I can talk, I still can't sleep. I just nap periodically, and I can't wear my sleep apnea mask, I can't wear my CPAP mask, and that's the worst part, because it's basically blowing warm air down your throat, and if you've got an irritated throat and a cough, what's going to happen when someone blows warm air down your mouth? So I get so frustrated at night when I try and sleep, because I just wake up coughing the whole time, and I'm just crying every night trying to sleep. You know, and trying to wear my mask so I can get some proper sleep, because I won't sleep properly if I don't wear it, and I can't sleep if I do. So I'm completely stuck, so I end up passing out from exhaustion about 5 times a day, and that's the way it is. So if I'm coming across any more crazy than normal, that's why. Yeah, and yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that really quickly, and oh god, I keep getting hives. I've never had hives in my life until about 4 or 5 months ago. Nothing has changed apart from the fact that people think it's due to stress. And I keep getting them like on my neck, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm not allergic to anything. I don't understand. It's freaking me out. And I just realised I've probably been itching my neck like this whole time whilst I've been filming. I do want to show you some things that I just got, because they're making me a little bit happier than I was earlier. I was in a really bad way earlier. I had a real downturn in my mood. I was really depressed. Very suddenly. That's what happens with me, is it will just go pew. And I'm, you know, very frustrated at not having the energy to do any of the things I want to do. I have the energy to go to the coffee shop and back, and I've only done that twice. I didn't go for 3 whole weeks at one point, and that's weird. Anyway, so tonight I got to the point where the frustration was larger than the exhaustion. Does that make any sense? So I was like, I don't even, like, I'm gonna force myself to go outside. I need to go outside. I need to get some air. I need to not be sitting inside doing nothing. And I've read a lot of books over the past 6 weeks. Not that that's a bad thing. What I mean is I've run out of books to read. I'm now reading books the second time round. So there was a particular book, well, 2, but one in particular that I was dying to get, and it got released. Oh, I don't know what the date is. I don't even have a calendar in here. I don't know why I'm looking at the wall. I'm not burping on camera. It's not happening. So many people do. So many of the YouTubers, like, are proud about their massive burps, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. One day it'll happen and then it will just be rampant. Anyway, there was this particular book I wanted, and it either came out yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure which. Anyway, it's not going to matter because this is not going to be posted on the day I record it. It's very doubtful. And that is this book here. And it is Grace Helbig's new book, which is called Grace's Guide: The Art of Pretending to be a Grown-Up. I know that, it's just my brain isn't working properly at the moment. I hope you can see it. That was too close. I am really bad at showing things on camera, in case you hadn't noticed, but I'm not sure if on this channel I do that very often anyway. Oh my god, it's just... Oh. I am a big admirer of Grace, and I have followed her for such a long time on YouTube, and I've seen her go, you know, from the 2 channels and everything, and this is probably really uninteresting to you if you don't actually watch her or subscribe to her, but if you don't, I suggest you go and have a look, because she's freaking hilarious, and I love her. She's so awkward and funny and brilliant. She's doing a book signing here in Toronto next week. I might be a little bit excited about that. Oh man, I have so much to tell you. Like, there's a lot of things that happened in this past week, but I can't go into it now because I want to make this video short. Now I'm trying to look at the time. Because I have a white wall behind me, I can't see the time of the video. That's what it is. That's what's changed. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, somehow my phone has changed the colour of the numbers. No, the numbers are white. It does say 11 minutes. That's really bad. I wanted it to be like 5 minutes. Anyway, I've got the book, but the signing that happens in about a week, which, come hell or high water, I'm going to, unless I manage to develop some sort of other thing that is possible. They said I could develop an abscess in my throat. Excellent. Yeah, I was talking to the people in the bookstore, and the person who served me and actually sold me the book was this guy, and he was like in his, I don't know, early 20s or something, and he was so excited to talk to me about the book, because he was like, oh my god, you know who you know who Grace is, and I was like, you know who Grace is. So we had a little fan moment and just talked to each other. But he was like, I have to call my manager and get her to come down here so you in person as a customer can ask her these questions. Because I was like, how does it work? How does this meet-up work? There's no wristbands. Do you know who she is? Do you understand how many teenage girls are going to turn up at your store next week? I don't think you do. Because they've got no wristband policy, nothing. And personally, as an old grandma, I would rather pay $10 to guarantee myself a place at a book signing, but that is not even an option. So he was like, we're not doing wristbands, no one will listen to me, no one knows who she is. Amy Poehler is doing a signing the very next day, which I also now want to go to. They're doing wristbands for that at 7 AM. You have to go queue for wristbands. I'm like, yes, of course Amy Poehler is going to draw a 500, yeah, and it's limited to 500 wristbands. Of course she's going to draw 500 people. Grace is going to do that too, and they do not realise this. This is why I don't know why I'm so worried about it, because I want to be there and I don't want to miss my chance. But it's also like a public safety type of worry in my head. I'm like, I don't think they understand. So sure enough, the manager of the shop comes down and says to me, like straight up, they're like, I don't know who this girl is. I've never heard of her before. And I'm like, don't you think that's something you should just Google? Like, I didn't say that to her, of course, because I'm the most unassertive person ever in person. But I was just like, I did like a mini speech on Grace's behalf. I was like, she's got almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube. A lot of those are kind of, you know, teenage girls. And on their Facebook event page, you've already got 300 people attending. So I don't know if you might want to maybe, you know, do something about that. I said it in that kind of way, but very quietly. And the woman was just like, I don't know. It was almost like she didn't believe me. She was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm only saying this because I'm worried that, you know, all hell's going to break loose, because some of these girls can be crazy. As you know, if you ever watched my show about my show, oh my god, okay, there's a reason I said show, don't worry, I don't think I'm some kind of freaking magical famous person. Oh, that was such a Freudian slip. That was awful. My video about the Miranda Sings show. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, and I talked about the craziness of the girls there. And I'm worried that that's going to happen again at the bookstore. And they're not going to be prepared. And there's going to be like a public safety issue. And also, Jess might not get her book signed. That would be very bad. I'd be very upset because that would be a huge exposure for me. And yeah, really want to meet Grace. I think she's awesome, and yeah, I want that to happen. Now I will shut up, apart from the fact that I did get another book, and it's Jenny Colgan, who is my favourite, my all-time favourite fiction author. Jenny Colgan, The Loveliest Chocolate Shop in Paris, a novel with recipes. She writes the most lovely books, and they are such great escapism for me, like when I'm feeling really shit, or like when I've been sick. Recently, I read one of her books that I hadn't finished, and they're so lovely. They're just so lovely. So if you want to read a lovely book that's really well written, I suggest Jenny Colgan any day of the week. That's probably not showing up. It's showing up really white on my screen. Yeah, okay, I'm going to shut up now because it's 16 minutes. That is not a quick one-take video. I have failed. But this is what you're going to see because I'm not doing it again. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and if you have stuck around whilst I have been away, thank you very much. And yeah, I will be back soon, hopefully. I say that at the end of every one, and then something happens that means I can't post a video. So hopefully I'll be back soon and get back on track with some kind of, you know, even if it's once a month that I post a video, because my aim is once a week, but you know, shit happens, to put it quite bluntly. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and my sign-offs are always really super awkward, and I know that I can't edit this, so I'm just going to say thanks again, and yeah, hopefully see you soon. Bye 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 bye.